Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Orange Zeppelin, and today we are going to be doing another art making video this month. And for this video I am going to be sharing this month's Artsnacks Box, the mini Artsnacks Box. I believe there are there's different boxes that you can get, I'm pretty sure, and this is the little box for June of 2022. So let's take a look at what we have in here. And I already unboxed it, as you can see at some point. I actually don't have the sticker in here. My mom has the sticker, but I will be showing you what the art supplies are in the box. So we have some Copic sketch markers, which normally retail at not 70, oh my goodness, might as well be $70, $7.99 each. These are expensive, but my goodness, do I love them. I do like Prismacolors quite a bit. Also, I've had people ask me what kind of art markers, what kind of alcohol-based markers I like the most. Well, I do love Copic the most. Prismacolors definitely are good if you want a cheaper option. But these colors for this month, we have violet and we have cadmium orange. We have General's Drafting pencil. I know they say it's pronounced drafting. I think they're lying. That says draughting. But we have a pencil. We have a General's Factus eraser. And finally, we have a pencil sharpener for our sharpening purposes. This actually has several different options. We've got our standard graphite, we have something for a larger pencil, and then this is for colored pencils, so I'm going to assume it's a bit of it's designed more for softer pencils, because that is what works best for colored pencils. They need a little bit of a more delicate sharpener. But with our whole collection assembled before us, let's see if we can make some beautiful art. I mean, I sure hope we can. Alright. Let's find a new page, because we're gonna sketch some ideas out. I'm definitely, for this video, inspired by Drawing with Waffles. If you've seen her channel, she is super fun to watch, and she usually is planning her whole piece out on video, which I think is very brave for her to do that, because if you know me, I like to plan things out very well ahead of time. I don't like to have even a bit of doubt. 20 minutes later, the eraser is open. Not really. Okay, but what exactly do I want to make? Because we are a little limited here. We just have our graphite, and we have two colors. They're not quite complementary. There is a term for when they're sort of next to each other, but not really on the color wheel. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to that part of two-hand design. So what do I want to draw? I like to draw weird little creatures. So what kind of weird little creature do I want to make? Let's actually just start with some little shapes, and we'll come up with what's going to go on from these shapes. I, for a while, was into drawing these little dudes that I call nurples. And nurples, they're mostly just little blobs with feet. Little toothy dudes. I don't know if you can see my nurple here. I had this whole idea of making little polymer clay figures based on my nurples, and they ended up being kind of a pain to make because they were just so small and fussy, but I made some cool ones. And then I had this idea. I have to laugh because I inadvertently predicted NFTs. Maybe I personally didn't predict it, but the idea of adoptable characters basically predicted the idea. I was gonna make like adoptable nurples, and it was just like little creatures I drew digitally that had like one basic body and then you added accessories on. It was kind of like the Bored Ape NFT, except good, not completely hideous. Here, let's try to do let's do something a little more square. Maybe this guy's got some real long legs. Actually, wait a minute, that's neat. We got a blocky body on some long spindly legs. Let's give him some big old toes. Actually, I like where this guy's going. Maybe he needs some arms too? I don't know. We'll come up with that. And we do have to remember we've only got 2 colors to work with. Let's see. I like the singular eyeball. I like Cyclops type characters. Actually, let's make him happy. Sometimes a lot of my little creatures look like they're in the verge of having a nervous breakdown. I'm not sure what that says about me, but we're gonna draw... let's make this a cute little friend. Get some flowers. Oh, so we've got a blocky dude on some long, skinny legs. And let's see. We're going to get a little piece of paper back here so we are not bleeding through, because like a lot of alcohol markers, you will have some bleeding. So this is our violet. And here we have our cadmium orange. So I think that for what we have, what I'm going to end up doing is probably do the majority of our dude, and we're going to be redrawing this on nicer paper at some point. We're going to do the majority of our little dude, or dudette, as the case may be. We're going to be doing this in the orange. I think that's going to show up a lot better. Let's see, and I do want to try to use just what's in the box, though I do think this would benefit from some black outlines. Let's do some fuller lips. All right. Actually, yeah, this would look really good with some outlines. Let me find a good pen for that. Okay, so for my outlines, I think I'm going to go with my favorite platinum pen, and I'm also going to go with this Pilot pen. These are 2 that I use a lot, 2 that I really enjoy. So I think we've got the general idea. I do like to put little weird spots on my characters. I think that looks fun. Maybe she's even got some painted toenails. There we go. She is beautiful. Just for reference, let's... Oh, that's a friend. She is lovely. She is the belle of the ball. And she's going to look even more lovely when we do the more finished illustration. Alright, so we have our better quality paper. This, pretty sure, this is just like a random script. Oh, wait, this was actually... this is comic manuscript paper. Sometimes I end up with really good paper that I can't fit on my scanner, so this was cut down from that, but it will serve our purpose today perfectly. So let's start with our little... Actually, I think she should be a little more top heavy. Let's see. So I kind of... Oh, well, now I'm second guessing myself. I want a lot of energy with this particular pose. Can I make it a little bouncier, for lack of a better word? We're gonna get some of them feet in there. Girl's got some big feet. All right. We'll be getting our friends the eraser involved very soon. I think one of the reasons I like drawing just weird little creatures is nobody can tell you you're drawing it wrong. You can make it look however you damn well please. Though I have certain things I tend to go for the most when drawing my weird little creatures. I want to make the eye really big. I want this whole body to be just like a vehicle for the large eye. Let's see. We'll give her maybe a little curve. Alright, let's start blocking in where those lips are going to be. Alright, though I do kind of like her very marshmallowy proportions. She's kind of like, I think this is a relative of Mike Wazowski that we haven't met yet. Let's just get some of our excess construction lines. I tend to be a messy sketcher, for lack of a better word. Oh, my camera's wiggling. Right. I tend to be a little bit of a messy sketcher. There's a lot happening, for lack of a better way to say that. I'm not usually just go with the first line I draw. Let's see, do I like that? I still feel like... Let's keep working on her just a little bit more pencil-wise. Let's finish up those feet. Does she need knees? I don't know. Actually, maybe she does need knees. Here we go. We got a little bit of a calf definition. We got a tiny bit of knee. She doesn't need arms, though. She is a strong, independent woman who does not need any arms. Let's get some beautiful flowers. Get an idea where her little spots are gonna be. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's give a little cheek definition. There we go. I think she is just about ready. I am going to debate on if I'm coloring or inking first. I usually ink first. We're gonna do inking first. That's how I roll. I think we are just about ready to get some color. Let's just get a little bit more of the pencil marks off, because once we get the marker on, that is going to just be very permanent and it's going to be hard to deal with. So let's get some color in here. Let's make our girl beautiful. Alright, so what I'm thinking here, I still have a little bit of streakiness that we can probably blend that out. What I'm thinking is, because I've only got 2 colors I'm working with, I'm gonna exploit the color of the paper for some highlights. Wish I'd done a little bit on the toes. I could break the rules a little bit and get my white gel pen out, but I did want to stick with what is in the box. I might even bring the pencil back in. I don't know, but I might do that. Actually, I think I will do that. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of shading on her with the pencil, but first, let's see. I actually think I should do the lips purple. Let's do a little bit on the toenails first, though. Alright, now, let's see. Let's think about how lips work. We want to not be super solid. We want to almost be deliberately streaky here. Ooh, actually, let me think about something. What is going to happen when we blend that? Oh, I think I got an idea here. Let's see. Let us see. Is this going to look good, or is this just going to be a hot mess? Hopefully it looks good. Let's see. It might be better to actually start with... Yeah, let's start with our orange. And then... Okay, I like that. All right. I still want like another color in here. That's the thing, is when I work with markers, I'm usually using a lot of colors. I blend a lot of colors together. Let's get a little bit more. Get out of here, bug. You're not a special guest in this episode. All right, and we can use this for shading. Just get in with those touchies. This color scheme is reminding me of something. This is like the Nickelodeon orange. That's what it is. This has like weird failed Nickelodeon mascot energy. I don't know if you guys saw what happened there. Okay, is that... Okay, it might have just been a fluke. I've had some markers that had the proclivity to explode, so let's see if we can't just, like, thicken her leg out and fix that. Let's see. I'm gonna swatch that sheet. It's still a little, we're looking a little smeary, or not smeary, just bleedy here. Okay, let's... do a little more with our flowers. Gonna exploit our blending. And we have forgotten something very important, and that is my girl's eye. I'm gonna start from the middle and go out, lest we have any issues vice versa. Sometimes if your pen is overfilled, you can have problems with the explosions happening. Alright, let's just add... we're going to get our inking a little more finished. I want the eye to be outlined more, and we also have not done her eyelashes. Did I give her eyelashes in the... well, I gave her eyelashes there. I didn't give her eyelashes on the sketch. We're going to do some shorter lashes. There we go. It might be easier to see. Oh, she is looking lovely. She needs a name. She needs a name. But what? I'm going to break my rule just for the sake of adding in a little highlight in her eye. There we go. Actually, you know what? Okay. And now, this... there's a high possibility this might end up looking hideous, but she already doesn't have arms. It couldn't possibly get anywhere, so we're going to see what happens when we try to add a little bit of shading on top of this marker. It's actually very, very hard to see. I don't know if you guys can see it at all. Now that I've tilted the paper, I can kind of see it. Actually, that kind of looks nice. Let's see. I don't really want to cover up my inking because that's going to look a bit odd. You know what? I think it's actually working. Let's see. Yeah, I like that. It's like just very light line art is all I'm doing. That Is she done? Maybe? Maybe just like a little more happening here. I don't want to overdo it. I mean, I've only got 2 colors, but I can still definitely overdo it. I think we have got ourselves a friend. I don't know what her name is yet. Flora, maybe. Maybe her name is Flora. Flory. I don't know. You guys, tell me in the comments what this lovely lady's name is. And on that note, I think she's done. I think all we got to do next is to sign it. 2022. Heck yeah. But does she need a shadow? Does she need like a little... Let's give her just a little bit of a shadow. We're acknowledging her presence in this space. She is not simply floating in a void. She is standing on a solid plane that exists within the void. Actually, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get our friend the eraser back in here. And I'm just gonna use my finger because it's there. Alternatively, you can always use a, what is it called, a tortillon, or just a little piece of paper if you don't want to just do that with your finger, because that is kind of a weird texture. And we're gonna just erase away some of what we've done. That is gonna make that shadow look a little nicer. Alright. I believe we have just made some fine art. This is beautiful. Our lovely girl, she is beautiful. And so I will call that a finished piece. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and leave a comment on what this lovely lady's name is. I just realized we didn't work the pencil sharpener in here anywhere. Just pretend you watch sharpening happen.